Aussie, and we'll call it, okay, we'll do the Euro Aussie and the Euro Yen. Okay, we'll do both. We'll do the Euro Aussie and the Euro Yen. Before we do the Euro Aussie and the Euro Yen, we might as well do the Aussie. As far as I can see, the Aussie is pretty much rolling over to the downside, and it's been taking a great deal of time to finish the rollover. But every time you can see it breaks to the downside, you get those. If you want to know which way it is going to break, especially when you are in the congestion, you want to visually gauge the size of the swings with your eyes. So if are the swings to the downside bigger than the swings to the upside, or the swings to the upside bigger than the swings to the downside? And looking at this chart just from July, you can see that every time it breaks to the downside, the waves to the downside are really characterized by momentum, big distances, big moves. Look at these capitulations, 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 capitulations. And the moves to the upside are kind of grinding, kind of slow. And this is the last over here, and this, the 101.82, is the last of the Mohicans. I mean, that should be the last frontier or the last structure point when this thing breaks. Now, as you all know, I'm going to say it again and again and again, we trade what we see, we don't trade what we think. And as you can see, this is what happened the last time it went below the 101.82. This is the move to the upside. This was the time that followed, went all the way to the upside, and here we're having a repetition of the same. So now, hand on heart, you tell me what to do over here. This is above the 101.82. This is what it did before. We trade what I see, so I'm looking to be a buyer. We closed the week at 102.03, or this is where we're at right now. My structure point is the 102.24, and I have a structure short point at 101.82. So I have a 20 pip buy and a 20 pip structure point to sell. So I'm going to take the lead from my structural points on whatever I'm going to do, either with the Aussie dollar, with the Aussie yen, or with the Euro Aussie. Whatever happens with those two structural points, so goes the Euro Aussie and so goes the Aussie yen. Okay? So I am going to short the Aussie below 101.82. That is going to be my structure short point, and it is going to be my stop. On the upside, I have a structure which is the 102.24. That's going to be my long point and my structure long point and my stop. And this is how we should do it. So we're buying it above the 102.24, which is structure long point and stop, and we're going to short it below the 101.82, which is a structure short point. Now, That is going to be our lead in what we do with the Euro Aussie and what we do with the Aussie Yen. Okay, so let me save that. And now let's go back and take the Euro Aussie